Hey, what is up guys? So I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on how to download Devpro, YGO Pro. It is a popular application people like to use to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online for free, and it does come with all the cards. So I do know I already have a video on this, but it has updated since then, so I'm going to go through a tutorial on basic aspects of the game and how to download and install it. So I'll put a link down below in the description box for all the information you'll need, but it's just devpro.org. Once you visit the site, it'll look like this. You're going to go ahead and click on that big green download button, and it'll send you to a site like this, and then once again, you just have to hit download. Yours might look a little bit different than mine, but I'm using Firefox, so this is my downloads area, and once you finish download it, maybe you're using Firefox, Chrome, or Internet Explorer for the two people that are using that. It is an exe file, so if you are using Linux or if you are using a Mac computer, you're going to have to download an alternate application that allows you to use exe files. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that's way over your head, and you should just wait for the actual Mac version to actually come out. But I assume you Linux users know how to access an exe file. But anyways, so once you go ahead and finish downloading it, you're going to double click on it, and it'll ask you if you want to run it. And depending on what your system preferences are, it might be a little different. So, depending on what language you want to, install it in, I'm going to install it in English because I can only understand English. Well, technically, I can actually understand Mandarin Chinese, but I can't actually read it. So, go ahead and read the license agreement if you'd like to read it. I've already personally read it, so it's fine with me. So we're gonna go ahead and click next. And I actually don't need this on my SSD, so I'm gonna actually install it on. Actually, no, this is already on my alternate drive because Devpro is not necessarily something you need for an SSD. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and click next. If you want to make a desktop icon, you can go ahead and do so. I'm just gonna hit next, and basically it'll just go through all the images. That's essentially what all these files are. It's just all the images of all those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But basically it'll take like a couple minutes depending on your computer speed. I think processor speed pretty much is the only thing that's gonna affect this. I'm running a i7-2600 and a GTX 590. Not that I think you'll need a graphics card for this, but for the sake of making it as in-depth as I possibly can, I'm not going to skip really anything because some people might have trouble. I don't know how. It's a really simple process, but I understand you want the full step-by-step instructions. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you guys, and also this basic login process and a brief explanation of how to use Devpro, because you might be a little bit lost as soon as you start. This whole thing is open source. You can definitely customize it to your liking. So after it finishes, you're gonna go ahead and hit finish, surprise, and then it's gonna load up with this downloading update. So depending on your internet connection speed, it'll take a while, and then you'll be sent with this little screen over here. You can see it is in German right now, but I can go ahead and hit English, and it'll switch it up to English. And if you need to make an account, you're going to go ahead and click on this little register button over here. There is actually an offline mode, which is pretty simple. I mean, it's just like verse AI, and there's little puzzles that you can do, which is really fun. Maybe your internet connection is down. You can do that as well. But you're going to go ahead and click register if you have not made an account before, and you just click on that, and then you're going to have to enter a username and a password, and you click register. Once you hit register, you'll be registered, and then you have to enter your username and your password that you just made. So once you go ahead and hit login, it'll bring you to a screen that looks something like this, and you'll notice that, oh, you have no decks. I actually have a video already uploaded. If you want to download some of my decks, you can do so. I'll put a link down below in the description box for that. You can also customize a lot of this stuff in this game. You can customize your sleeves, your background, you can customize all the audio files in this. This thing is so awesome, and I really love it. And it's all automatic, by the way. So anyways, let's go ahead and make a deck first, because as soon as you start, you probably don't want to play with the two decks they start you out with. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that. So you'll notice there is music, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to turn off all of the audio, except for the sound effects. I do like the sound effects, but maybe it's really late at night and you want to duel and you can't have sound. Well, I guess you can either turn off your audio, or you can just click on mute over there. So you'll notice that it's very in-depth as far as the way you search for your stuff. So let's say I want the what are they called, dragon rulers. They've changed the name so many times. So I type in ruler, so it'll find out every card that has the text ruler in it. So even though Opticlops does not have ruler in its name, it might be in that little description box of the card's description. So to make that easier, I would go to category, I want a monster, and let's say I put level 7. That way it'll search for everything, and what do you know, all the dragons are right there. So I can right click on them to add. I don't have to drag. You can click and drag. You have your side deck, you have your extra deck, everything is all good to go. And then once you're finished with your deck, you go ahead and hit save, and then it will save it. It'll save over the name. If you want to make a new deck, you just hit clear, and then you resave as eDragons, let's say for example. Let's spell it with an H, because why not? eDragon. So you go ahead and add everything, and then you hit save. Normally, you have to have 40 cards, so it won't let you duel with lower amounts of cards. Oh, by the way, all the screens in this game you can resize, so if I wanted to resize this and make it maximum, I can go ahead and do that if I wanted to. But after you're done with that, you just go ahead and hit save, and then you can just go ahead and hit close. And then this is basically your lobby over here. So on the left you have unranked, on the right you have unranked, and there is this chat over here. So it's basically open chat. If you want to talk to anyone, you can just double click on their name, and a little window will pop up, and you can go ahead and talk to them. You can also right click on them, and you can block them, and you can check their profile. You can also request a duel with them if you would like. If you want to duel me, please do not hit request duel, because it kind of pops up and it's kind of annoying, and it's really annoying when I have like several people trying to duel me at once. To keep it fair, I just accept the first person when I host games when I am playing. But yeah, please do not send me invites to games. You can message me if you want, but generally I'm going to be accepting the first person just to keep it fair. But you also have this option for the file manager. So in the video that I have uploaded to download some of the decks, you can see how to actually use that. And there also is this customizer. You can change your backgrounds and your actual sleeves, which is really cool. I also have a video for that, and that will be down below in the description box. There's also the support, so you can actually donate for them, and that supports them, which is good because it is a free application and they do have to eat eventually. It's very awesome to support these guys. These guys are pretty cool. I have talked to them a few times, and they do update more than any other Yu-Gi-Oh! Online game. They do happen to have a lot of cards that aren't out yet. Sometimes if there is a bug, you can contact them and they can fix whatever the problem is with that specific new card. So let's go ahead and jump into the games section. So you'll see on the left over here, you can actually do tag duels, which is really cool. You can do singles, you can do matches. It says on the far left over here, you can see where it says tag. That means it's a tag duel. And over here, you'll see that it says 3 minutes over here. That means you have 3 minutes to make your move. If you do not make a move within 3 minutes, you automatically lose that game. So for the sake of this video, we won't be doing a duel, but we'll join a game so we can spectate. So to join a game, all you have to do is double click on them. You can host, or you can hit quick to just quickly join a game. So let's go ahead and join this guy's game over here, and a little window will pop up, and I'll have this little ding dong sound. So we're gonna go to spectate. I don't have to click on it because there's already 2 people there. You notice there was 2 boxes that you can actually click in. You're gonna actually have to click on those. I'm gonna mute all the audio, you'll notice that there was 2 boxes. When you join a game, you're gonna have to go ahead and click on the check box. That means that you are ready to duel. So you'll see over here that everything is pretty self-explanatory. When you are dueling, instead of leave, it'll say surrender. So if you want to forfeit the duel, you can go ahead and do so by clicking on that. And another important thing is if you want to talk to your opponent, you can go ahead and type whatever you want to type in right over there. And under settings, this is just your general settings. If you're wondering what auto card placing is, that is if you want to set a monster or do whatever, you summon a monster, you can go ahead and select where you want to put it. Maybe you want it on the far left, maybe you want it on the far right. Hey, that is totally up to you. That is your option to do so. There are very few cards that actually make this something you actually would worry about, but it is there, and it's nice to have rather than not to have. And then you have card info over here, so you can hover over all the cards and it'll tell you what it exactly says. So that's pretty awesome. There's also this log over here. If something is activated that has like Pod Duality, it'll show you what cards that they revealed and what card they added to their hand. It's a very nice tool, although it is technically an advantage in the game. Normally in a Yu-Gi-Oh game, this would not be there, so if you forget what they added with Duality, well, that's too bad for you. So it's kind of nice that they do have this, but technically you should try to memorize all the cards, and that poor guy just lost double Guaiba. Oh, he's got the lance though. But anyways, we're not casting this game. We're more about the actual game. So I think that's pretty much it. That should cover everything. You'll see after you close out, it'll pop up with a window like this. You can actually just close this window and it'll bring you back to this little lobby over here. So it's pretty awesome that it has pretty much everything that you would need. I don't think that there's anything that, you know, I have suggestions for. I actually do know the guy, so I can message him whenever I need to. But if you guys have any suggestions for it, I mean, this is an awesome application. I'm so glad it's free. But if there's anything that you felt that I left out in this video, again, how to add decks to this and how to add the customized backgrounds and sleeves and all that is down below in the description box. But have fun dueling, guys. Have a great day. And Asian Eyes White Dragon signing out.